After Mo Foods, I'm officially a designer. It's been a little hard to find somebody who could take on the project for the budget that I have, and I'm gonna be real, the budget is really low. Only because most of it's going to the dev for obvious reasons. All right. Um, but of course, understand UI, UX. There's a lot that goes into it. Uh, but I pretty much have the flow and everything wrapped up. I just need designs. I just want to make it look nice, and also some certain changes. Also, the AI feature and some other stuff have to be a little thought out. I have one person helping me out with that to think about that part. But yeah, I'm picking a designer hopefully by next Thursday. The thing is, the person I go with, I gotta make sure there's enough collaboration. I don't want to like micromanage, but it's got to be enough communication that they kind of understand what I'm trying to go for with the look. Because once it's done, it's no going back. There's no like I'm gonna be paying for milestones. Uh, yeah. So we gotta figure that. I gotta figure that part out. Pick the right person. And I'm afraid some of them might have they, they they might be showing me work that's not theirs, perhaps. Who knows? Uh, but I saw that on freelancers.com, or people keep sending me websites. Like, I want to see mobile apps. All right. Anyway, after Mo Foods, I'm gonna go into UI UX. So the look and feel I want to go for Mo Foods is kind of like, it's so hard to explain, but it's easy to kind of show you, right? Like the food, the place has to be visual. Like, it has to be present. You have to see the place, a picture. Some visual hierarchies, nice spacing, and I'm kind of going for a minimalistic approach. But at the same time, I want it to be full and visual. So the pictures, have to be somewhat pretty big, and the layout has to be pretty appealing. So I'm grabbing some of these designs that I really like, um, and I kind of favor like soft colors and soft shapes, like brownness, rounded text that are bold, but they can be even heavy, or like really bold, but they still don't feel overwhelming. They don't feel sharp. I don't want the app to feel like it's cutting you. It's a place to find food and safe, fair place to eat. Pictures also have some um, rounded borders. Um, so this one's also really nice. The layout here, and this seems like a modal view or like a sheet. The last thing is, uh, it has to feel like a native app. So it has to feel like a native iOS app, and that's why it's important that the designer, you know, uses some real components like from the App Store. So, this is what my app looks like in light mode, dark mode. So it has to look good for both. And if you can, if they can handle that. So this is what I got so far. This is like, y'all seen my designs on Sketch. I'm moving over to Figma. Um, but here's like the first version that I put together of the app, right? And I'm just gonna kind of do it all over again, except for the onboarding screens. I think the onboarding screens are nice. I just don't know if they should be on a login, or they should be like after you authenticate and they show up one time. So there's that, and then here's my kind of new version of it, right? Of what I kind of see it becoming. I'm not good with like the spacing and stuff. I do like the circle that I mentioned, that like my document, that I want people to know that how many members there are, but I want that to be visual too. So people are going to get profile pictures. This is where the profile pictures will get used. Another thing is, orange has to be used in the app, so I like a darker orange, but these are the three main colors. And other parts could be red or green, because if you go to like a place, these are the colors that show up. um, and you can see the rating right here. All right. So it's also trying to figure out how to make this look really nice, the details page of a place. So I was just playing around with stuff, and I think I'm gonna be a UX designer and a developer. I posted a tweet about, like, if you're a musician and you can rap or write your lyrics and play instruments, produce it, make the beats, You have like full creative control over your ideas. So it's really similar. Like if you can code and you can design, there's nothing you can't build. And if you throw marketing in there, like if you don't know marketing, like dog, you're the developer, you're the builder. And I'm kind of a hybrid of both. I'm not the best designer, I'm not the best coder, but I know just enough to get started and put something out. So, oh, this is the only screen I got. Yeah, yeah. This took me not too long. It didn't take me too bad because I already know what I want. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's my little update. Is I think I'm gonna have to be a designer. This one's also really nice. It gives the app some character, but I don't want to add unnecessary designs or unnecessary animations and stuff like that. Like it could look good, but I still want it to feel like a native app. I don't want to do too much. Simple is always best, is what I say. Same thing with this. Like there's just something about this design that makes it feel welcoming and like warming, soft, and not intimidating. You know, like this looks great. Like this is a really nice design. Uh, so it's onboarding. So I have to understand like color palettes, and I know there's some UI UX research that goes into this. Like this psychology and whatnot, and also their target audience, right? The people you're trying to attract to this app. So what kind of design is going to attract foodies to be like, this is the place I want to save my designs. I mean, save my favorite place to eat, and plan outings with friends. And honestly, this design right here is what I would go with, and just splash some like orange on it. It literally has everything I would look for. It's just, yeah. And I think what's this? Can I find this user? Yeah. Sometimes it's just really hard. Sometimes you can kind of get the idea of what you're looking for in a designer. I'm gonna make a different video of like how do I hire a designer, or how I go about finding designers. But yeah, it's kind of tough to find someone because I'm hoping to get it right, but I left enough notes, enough information, enough examples of what I'm trying to go for. So I think it's important that I find someone who can like make it look good and still, match the vision that I see for Mo Foods. But I trust their expertise and they've done it longer. Uh, it's just trying to figure out how to find someone with that budget. And hopefully like not a designer who's kind of arrogant or like because at the end of the day I'm the client. I know what I want, and that's exactly what I want, and I'm trusting you to give me what I want. But I feel like I came across one that was like kind of wants to do it his way, but it's like if it makes sense to me, and I'm very open-minded to suggestions and feedback, then we can do it. But however, it's just I don't know. I just gotta because at the end of the day, I'm also a customer. This is an app I would pay for. This is an app that solves my problem, and this is why the app came to be. It's because I want to use it. So yeah. But this is what I'm gonna give to the designer, like this link to this folder, so they can kind of see what I'm going for, and the feel of what I'm going for. So hard to explain, but I can show them examples. Be like, hey, this is what I see, and it actually looks a little different than what it was before. And this one's okay. It's not the best, but it's alright. Yeah, it's alright. Yeah. I'm not the best. I'm not that good, but good enough to people can see it. All right. I think that's it, man. I'm gonna have to study up the last couple months of this year to be a UX designer, self-taught UX designer, build a portfolio for myself. I'm not doing this to build for anybody else. This is just so I can build my ideas, and once I do have a design, I can probably give it to a developer to build 2 screens out for me or something. I build all the MVPs, and maybe I'll do okay, can you build this one feature for me? But the rest is gonna be it's gonna be mostly me. Mofu is gonna be the last app I ever, at this scale that I hire someone. Well, maybe because Cali and Honeycomb, those 2 other app ideas I got are pretty massive in themselves. So All right, I think that's all I got for y'all. Yep. So my boy's about to be a coder and a designer. And the best way, I'm over here thinking, like, I remember when I was young, like years back, I was like, all right, I need a skill that I can also find a job in. But you need experience to find a job. And, being a UX designer is like, I've tried applying and it wasn't that good. But at the end of the day, like, if I'm acquiring these skills, I need to use them for myself. And that's what I'm doing. I'm learning these skills for myself so I can design, build. I'm gonna study up more marketing and ship products. These SaaS products and sell my software and make money off of it. Put all this effort into my stuff because every job I get, I'm just like, damn, I don't want to be here. I want to work on my stuff. So that's what I'm doing. It just sucks because I gotta do it for free before I get to the goal. So let's get started. Well, I just thought of an idea, but yeah, let's get started. Oh, what? Yeah, I'm gonna make another video about this. All right.